Alright guys, so I just got done editing and I'm rewatching the video. The first 12 minutes does seem to be a bit scattered, and so if at any point you do feel lost, just skip ahead to the 12-minute mark. It gets much simpler to understand, and I do a bit of a recap around the 12-minute to 13-minute mark. And so yeah, without further ado, enjoy the video. So my last video, we killed Yuan Shao, and Dongmin is now invading us. He's going to be going for our toolmaker and then probably the town of Taiyuan. We're going to take our main two armies and try to finish off the rest of Yuan Shao's territory. So with reforms, we pretty much blitz to standing armies for that 10% replenishment, but now we're going to go eunuch secretaries for +1 available administrator positions, giving us now a grand total of 1 administrator position. Currently we have Cheng Pao at our court doing absolutely nothing, and though he won't make the best administrator, he only gives 10% income from all sources, which isn't bad, and 3k extra pop growth. If we do make him the administrator, since he's at the court and not in our army, his 4-unit retinue with this Warrior of Yi, a special halberd infantry unit, will stay defending the city of Hanai, and we don't have to pay anything for his retinue, so it's a free extra line of defense for Hanai in case it gets attacked by something. I've decided that from now on we will always loot and occupy. Unless we don't think we can hold the city, then we'll sack and withdraw, but since I do think we can hold this, we're going to loot and occupy for the extra 11 infamy and 3k income. And after that battle, Zheng Jiang is now level 6 and she can get flexibility. This should not only help her create another heir, but it gives an extra 5% replenishment, and the replenishment for her army is now 30%. It was 31 earlier, but I think there was something else that was affecting that. And Zhang Yan wants to form a coalition with us, establishing a non-binding agreement to fight mutual enemies. It's usually been really hard for me to find people that want to do these, and they usually want a lot of stuff, but he's going to do this for free, so we'll take it. Liu Yi wants to join our little club, but unfortunately Zhang Yan is not like him. Regardless of how we vote, a majority of our allies have already declined the deal. Sorry, bro. You're just not cool enough, I guess.
You insult us.
It's not me, man. I'm sorry. And it looks like it's about to be a free-for-all for all these territories between me and Zhang Yan. He's going to be fighting Xin Ping, though, in the farmland. And Liu Yu apparently thinks we're really cool because he will offer us tribute for only 4 points, which means we get 35% of his income. If we just give him 2 food per turn for 10 turns, he'll take this. And that gave us 752 per turn. And I don't know how long that lasts. So this guy Kai Yang is about to attack Hanai, and I was thinking, should I put another general there to help defend it, even though we do already have an administrator there? But Zhang Yan is actually heading over here to cut him off. What an absolutely awesome dude. I've been checking the candidates box every few turns for a strategist, and all of a sudden 3 of them showed up. Wang Fu has absolutely horrible traits. He's got ambitious, which gives him authority, which we don't care about. Increased penalty for desire for higher office. Reckless gives him minus cunning, which is terrible on a strategist. And uncomplicated gives him, again, minus cunning and 10% extra recruitment cost. There's no getting around it. His traits are terrible. However, I hired all these strategists just to check what their abilities are, because for some reason in that menu you can't see their abilities. And if we do hire this guy, his satisfaction starts at 5 because he wants a higher core position so badly, which we actually can give him. We have a chancellor post active because we did just get a promotion, and that will give him 54 more satisfaction. So he's completely cool now, like he'll stay. And the reason why I hired him is his abilities are actually perfect. He has resourcefulness, which gives flaming shot to trebuchets in his retinue, which I need a trebuchet so I don't have to waste a turn sieging, and flaming shot just makes trebuchets way more effective. He gives more range damage to his retinue, also giving the trebuchet more damage, and he has patience, which increases the rate of wall and settlement damage during sieges, so the trebuchets do even more damage to walls. And he's got reach, like that's 3 people now with reach. We don't currently have 3 armies, but if we do get another army, we can have him lead that army, and I'm gonna give him 2 trebuchets. 2 might seem a little overkill, but with the flaming shot upgrade, they are pretty effective, even in like land battles. Liu B is currently on our borders, and I don't really want to mess with him. His generals are absolutely terrifying, and I do eventually want to do a Liu B playthrough, but after looking over Liu B's generals and the way his faction works, let's just say that's not a faction that we want to be fighting. You know what, actually now I think about it, Liu B is just so sick that we're just going to start a Liu B playthrough. Screw the old playthrough. No, I'm completely kidding, but I'll just show you guys a bit of what I'm talking about when I say Liu B is extremely overpowered. He gets minus 50% upkeep for militia infantry. And okay, I get it. Basically his premise is like he's this ideal, benevolent, humane ruler who really cared for his people and they loved him, and so they're willing to fight at a cheaper price or whatever. But in practicality, that means that his G militia are only costing 60 per turn, Saber Militia 60, and Archer Militia 30, which is half of what they should cost. You can get by on a good majority of the game by only using militia units, and so what this does is creates a situation where he's basically just a Zerg, but the main thing is he starts with Guan Yi, the god of war, at level 4. And just look at this guy's face, like this guy is not effing around, okay? And to prove that he's not effing around, he's got this green dragon crescent blade, which just gives him insane stats, like insane base damage, insane armor piercing damage, tons of expertise, instinct, charge bonus, and then he's got Guan Yu's armor, which gives him a crap load of resolve, a good amount of block chance, and 50 armor base, which isn't like extremely high, but it's up there. Now we're going to look at his abilities. He starts with Binding Fury, which is extremely good in duels. Once he's level 6, he can get this upgrade Unstoppable, which causes terror. This ability can make units instantly rout for a duration, which means they're essentially going to be doing nothing for a while, so you can have your units just completely pound them. I think this is like a special ability he has. And then later on, he gets God of War, which is his own special ability that does 38k splash damage. It also doesn't even display a cooldown, so I don't even know if it has a cooldown. And you can't get that for a while, like the soonest you can get that is level 8. 9, assuming that you first go for Unstoppable. All in all though, the dude's just stacked. Then we got Zhang Fi, the Drunken Brawler, who again gets an insane weapon. 2k base damage on this Serpent Spear, which is like, I don't think there's a higher melee base damage weapon. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. And it gives a 24 melee attack rate, which is relatively fast. Zhang Fi's armor, so he has fatigue immunity. That's 2 characters that start with a unique chest piece and a unique weapon. And then of course he's got his own ability, Sundering Strike, which gives minus 50 melee evasion to whatever it hits, and 1.9k splash damage. And then over here he's got this ability Blazing Roar, minus 100 morale. If anyone gets caught by that, they're pretty much going to instant run, and yeah, that is 4 levels away. Like the earliest he can get that is level 6, but still. The only other ability that's equivalent to this is an ability that does a minus 18 morale shout. This ability is 5 times stronger than that. And you guys thought I was done, but no. Of course, Liu Bi has to start with 2 uniques himself. He has these Shangju Jians, which aren't anything crazy special. They have 1k melee base damage and 522 armor piercing damage, with really decent stats though, and they're relatively quick. He also has Liu Bi's armor, which doesn't give a crazy amount of armor base, but it gives a morale bonus to nearby allies, and minus 15% retinue upkeep. G Militia in his retinue costs 42 per turn, when they should cost 120. He's also got his own ability, Inspiring Words, which gives melee evasion and attack rate, and it lasts for 60 seconds, with a 2-minute cooldown. The earliest he can get this is level 7, but in my playthrough right now, I don't have any idea what level their generals are, and I really don't want to find out, at least not yet. So if we give him this Jade Horse, which we're not using, and we give him a flat payment of 50, he will give us a non-aggression pact, and that will increase our relations with him, Kong Rong, and Tao Ying. He pretty much single-handedly ruined my last playthrough as well, so I think doing that is definitely going to be just the safer play, at least for now, while we are at war with 7 other factions. This next turn may be the end of Yuan Tan, which was Yuan Shao's faction. If we do get a bit closer, we can attack the farmland with our secondary army, and our main army will help. And I think this girl will, yeah, she's stuck there. They have 2,900 units here. It says our forces are evenly matched. Our advisors predict a close defeat. We do only have 2,400 units and they have 3k, but our units are more quality. Like we do have trebuchets now. All right, well they've just been chilling over here, and so we've been able to position all of our units on top of this hill. I want to aim the trebuchets where there's like the most dense composition of units, like probably right here. We got those flaming rounds going that do quite a lot of damage.
I will crush you for this insult.
Ooh, yeah, you can see like their HP numbers just going down. I don't know why they're not charging it. Like, you would assume they would just realize that tanking these trebuchet fire is just not gonna work out for them in the long run. These guys are already running, almost.
Look, the enemy run.
Okay, that one's actually running. If that enough. The only problem is, ooh, that hurt. The only problem is this guy has very low cunning, and so, oh my god, that guy's already running too, almost. Bro, there's 3 of them in the distance that are already running, and like, they didn't even get in the battle at all. 4 of them, actually. Like, I don't feel like the battle's even started yet, really. They finally charged us. Oh, those guys are fleeing at like full HP. Wait, are they all fleeing? I feel like they are. Okay, chill on the trebuchets, dude. You're hitting our own units. Dude, look at all the transparent flags. Like, there's so many of them just running. We lost 800. They lost 2964. All their generals died. If we loot and occupy, we only gain 1 infamy. There's no point. We're just gonna occupy. Lubu's gotta level up. Let's go, baby. I'm really not a fan of Smoldering Fury. Like, I tested it out, and it only really works in duels. And Lubu sucks in duels. If he's in melee, he pretty much stays in phase 1 where he gets 25% more damage. But I think the Dragon's Gaze would actually be a better thing to go for. It's an AoE debuff that gives minus 50% melee evasion and attack rate, and they're immobilized. We're gonna go for this one first, and when he gets level 9, then we'll go for Smoldering Fury. People were also saying in the comments that I shouldn't let my generals die because they can get injured, but actually my strategy was I knew that we were gonna get good injuries, like for example this guy is one-eyed, and that reduces morale to enemies around him. Totally planned that one out. The same way I planned out Zheng Jiang's injury. She's scarred, so she gets +2 authority and +3 morale when attacking, and Gongsun Zan has 3 armies over here, 2 of which are completely full. We may have to raise an extra army ourselves just to compete with him. If we give this guy some extra trebuchets, we're gonna be losing 1k per turn, which is fine. We're getting a lot of money from pillaging cities, and we now got 8 of them on the field, so this gatehouse should go down pretty quickly. Okay, this dude went hard on Anping. He brought all of his generals up here. Lu Bu's army is only at half HP. I think we're just gonna have him set up an ambush, and Chang Pu as well is gonna set up an ambush. Oh, here they come. Ambush succeeded. She's so screwed. We have 4 people attacking her. One thing I did forget though is we have to wait 180 seconds for our reinforcements. So it's mainly just Lu Bu's army that's gonna be fighting here. Ambushes are actually quite funny though, because we can put all of our units back here near their archers. And once we start this battle, we're just gonna pound all their archers really quick. Most of them are running for this is like the exit, but all their archers got caught. They lost 500, and did we capture any of them? Yeah, we captured both of them. Sweet. This girl will not join us. This guy will though. Smart lad. Liu Yu wants to join our coalition, and Zhang Yan is cool with it now. Looks like he gets in the cool kids club now. Cao Cao is sending 2 armies over to siege our copper mine, and Yuan Shu is actually heading over here as well to attack us. And we got rebellions everywhere. I hope we can attack Gansu Zan in this town this turn. This guy might reach. Oh yeah, he reached. And we got all 3 of our armies with us. Okay, wait, they don't actually have any walls. I forgot we're not attacking a city. I feel like we might have too many trebuchets. Like, this may be a bit overkill. Whoever shot that was just, they're fired. So that was not even close. Okay, we can actually kill this guy, I think. He's really overextended. This is where Zhang Jiang comes into play. Like, she is absolutely tearing that guy a new one. Oh no, their strategist enraged. Whatever are we gonna do? We killed all 1908. I feel like we have to loot and occupy, because if we sack and withdraw, the income is going to go to crap. So as I said earlier, we're getting invaded by 2 of Cao Cao's armies and Yuan Shu's army. And so even though we did completely wipe out 2 out of 3 of Gongsun Zan's armies, I still did not want to be fighting a war on 2 fronts, and didn't really feel like I could push into his territory at all, at least not without losing a lot of my territory to the south. And then this happened, which was really odd. Peace is going to cost us 18.4 points. He really doesn't want peace, but for some reason I was able to get peace and 618, and he would accept that deal due to the balance of power shift. I have no idea what that means, but we're no longer at war with Gongsun Zan, who was my main adversary. So I've been going towards this reform. Swiftness is the key, which gives 15% more campaign movement range, and it also unlocks these horse archers, which I think are really expensive, so I'm not sure if we're going to pick any of those up. Little update on how we're doing. We lost Taiyuan and Taiyuan's toolmaker to Dongmin. These are the territories that we started at, and we do now have these 5 territories, which aren't actually giving us a whole lot of money. We are at 12k, but we're losing 2,300 per turn, and the main reason for that is, like I said, we had 5 trebuchets in this guy's army, which are costing us 280 per turn each. And then I did put this guy Chang Pao on the field, and the reason being is because he has this upgrade Brilliant. This gives us 15% more ammo, which applies to our trebuchets, and minus 30% ammo for all enemy units in the county. So as long as Chang Pao is in the same borders as our trebuchet unit, they'll get that 15% extra ammo boost, and I felt like that was really nice. And so now that I've kind of got you guys up to speed, I think you're ready for what's about to happen next, which is we were going for Gongsun Zan's territories until we did make peace with them, but now we're just going to sweep over towards Anping's farmland. I decided I wanted to let Lu Bu's army heal up for just one more turn, so I did turn inside of our borders with all of our armies, and it's actually not Lu Bu's army. He just keeps becoming the general for some reason over Zhang Jiang. She needs to keep her man in check, which is bad because Zhang Jiang gives us extra replenishment and extra reach. So we have Zhang Jiang's army and Deng Shang's army setting up an ambush, and Chang Pao's army only has 1 general, and it's just not that strong, whereas this guy's army has 3. And he might look at Chang Pao and see a free snack, as currently he cannot see Zhang Jiang or Deng Shang because they are lying in an ambush. So he might just take this bait this next turn. Yep, he's taking it. What an idiot. Oh man, ambushes are so broken. Okay, so he has 1,300 units. We have 2,900 units. And the good thing about a battle like this is that if we do take him out, we're gonna get a lot of money from it, from just ransoming his troops, and you get money at the end of the battle too, which we desperately need right now. So this is awesome. We got 530 income, and I did kill one of their generals on accident, but we can ransom the rest of their units for 761, and the other 2 generals got away, but that's okay. We do control a lot of farmland, so we're getting a lot of extra food per turn. Liu B is pretty rich, and he'll give us 411 per turn for 10 turns for 6 food. And apparently Gongsun Zan needs food really badly. For 17 food, he'll give us 19 points, but he's not really going to give us all that much money. Like, I guess he'll give us 500 per turn for 10 turns, but we could actually maybe get like the small city of Bohai or Pingyuan salt mine. Bohai will cost 52. Okay, he doesn't want to do that. Pingyuan salt mine will cost 26.1. We'll give him 3 common items that we don't care about and 495 on top of the 17 food for 10 turns, and he will give us the salt mine, which is now giving us 200 income, so that was actually a pretty good deal. And this turn, all 3 of our armies can reach this farmland, and Han Fu, the faction leader, is actually here. This is his capital, so I'm pretty sure this is his last territory. This battle, these guys are holed up in trees and recreating Avatar. We'll see how long they can hold up. Ooh, that archer got absolutely demolished. The great thing about trebuchets is we're not taking any damage right now. Oof. Oh yeah. Now they're finally decided that they've had enough role-playing the blue things from Avatar, and they're gonna be charging us now. They're just getting absolutely destroyed. Running. These guys are about to be running. These guys are blinking. Yep, running. Oh, they're gonna make it. Are they gonna make it to our trebuchet line? It's not looking like it. Yeah, they're done. Not a single unit lost. They lost everyone. We'll occupy the farmland because we need more food. Just kidding, we actually don't need more food. We can trade our excess food, but a lot of these factions really hate us, and so it is hard to get good deals for food. And with that, the faction of Han Fu is completely destroyed. These yellow turbans are taking on our salt mine. We only have a retinue of 53 defending it because their units haven't healed up to full yet. I really don't want to lose this. Hopefully our towers will be enough to take them out. I'm gonna have our swordsmen just run around and try to distract them. It's kind of working, but I feel like their general is just gonna wipe us. Our swordsmen are fleeing. Oh no. Oh man, we lost it. There's just no way 50 units can take out a general. We also have this problem where Yuan Tan is about to take out Pingyuan, and this is really far away from our main army, and it's in the complete opposite direction of where we're trying to go. If we do lose Pingyuan, we lose an extra 457 per turn, and so we're gonna give him this ranger's outfit, which we don't have anyone that can really use it right now, and we'll also give him over this guard. And he really does not want to make peace, but he will take it due to the balance of power shift. Again, I don't know exactly what that means, but it will keep him off our back for a bit, so we're gonna do this. And we're then gonna have Chang Pao march up here and try to take back this salt mine, and it does kind of suck that he's leaving us because our trebuchets will have less ammo, and I think we should be okay pressing on with our main 2 armies towards Yi, which was our farmland, and Cao Cao just took it from us. Alright, well, we took out the farmland without losing any units, and we're gonna have Zheng Jiang plan an ambush just in case Cao Cao does send his main 2 armies to try to take it out, as they are pretty close to Hedong, I believe. Zheng Yan requested their master Yuan Shu to go to war. Wait, Zheng Yan is being controlled by Yuan Shu now? That's not good because we're at war with Yuan Shu, and Zheng Yan was our closest ally. I guess he left our coalition as well. Looks like we are kind of all alone here. I mean, we do have Liu Yu, but his strength is negligible. He's ranked 29. And then we got Wang Shu, who apparently is at war with us, sending 3 generals over to our territory, meaning that there's no point of even attacking the salt mine. We can, however, have Chang Pao reinforce the town of Anping, and then we can put Zhao Yan in the town of Yi, so he'll have a garrison there. And so pretty much no matter where Zhang Feng goes, I don't think he can take any of these towns. We got Yuan Shu's main army over here, and I really just want to take this guy out. Both of our armies can reach him. I just wonder the path they're going to take. Okay. Okay, this is sketchy. Can we make it into that copper mine? We can actually make it into the copper mine, and if we do attack them in the copper mine, we're going to be attacking into 2 of Cao Cao's armies, but Yuan Shu will not be able to help them out. And we do have a lot of trebuchets that can just demolish their towers. I don't think the mine is going to give them really much strategic advantage. We could take out so much of Cao Cao here. This would be such a big move that I feel like we got to go for it. If we do hesitate here, he might run. Yuan Shu might head over here, and then we have to take out 3 armies. I think we're going to do it. This could be a huge turning point in the playthrough where we either completely fail and fall flat on our face, or we completely demolish one of our biggest threats. Zheng Jiang is in position, and Deng Xing's coming in hot. Our forces are evenly matched and our advisors predict a close defeat. They have 3,000 units and we have 2,600. But oh boy, do we have a lot of trebuchets. Alright, so we're attacking into their mine and we put all the trebuchets in the trees. This makes them hidden and the enemy has absolutely no idea where they are. They also do have reinforcements coming in from outside of the mine. And so I put all of our infantry units on the border. So when they do enter the battlefield, they're going to get completely pounded. This does seem a little bit overpowered and I'm not really sure why it allows you to do this. Guosi also does have Earth and Rampart, which gives our units charge resist, a lot of charge resist actually, and they're all kind of flooding in. Some units did get by. It says this is still a reinforcement deployment zone, so I'm not sure if they do have more reinforcements coming in. And yeah, they actually do have more units coming in. Some bowmen, these guys should be easy to take out. They have absolutely nowhere to run. Like, their crossbowmen are completely done for. And yeah, their second wave of reinforcements are pretty much done for. They didn't have a whole lot of them. So all those reinforcements belong to Cao Cao's secondary army, which was being led by Ma Ziyu. And for some reason in this game, you can't garrison multiple armies. So he was stuck just kind of coming in late. It's now time to move our trebuchets up, and we're going to start bombarding their towers while staying barely out of range of them. As the closer we are, the more accurate I believe we are. With flaming rounds, we do fire damage, and it shouldn't actually take too long to take out each tower. I think 2 of them hit it at once, and so yeah, once the fire damage is at 100%, then it starts burning. We put some of our spearmen right outside of their gates, and they did decide to charge at us. And we need to take out Zai Hu Dun, but we don't want to kill him, because I think we can capture him. A lot of them are blinking, and I think they're all about to rout. Yeah, this archer is full HP, and it's routing. And yeah, we won. We did lose more units than we had to because I got a bit too close before all my trebuchets were completely out of ammo. Then the enemy did charge out at us. Unfortunately, this girl died even though she didn't actually die in the battle. And we captured only Zhu Shao, who does not appear to be a very good specialist. No traits that increases cunning. We'll just occupy this because looting and sacking doesn't really give much infamy. Liu Yu wants to get Zhang Yan back in our coalition. I'm on board, man, but I don't think he's going to join us. We're just not cool enough for him anymore. He's moved up in life and he's sitting at the cool kids table at lunch now. You can try to convince him, maybe give him a little bit of your lunch money every day, but I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, I rejected it. Sun Si vassalized Cao Cao, which is not good for us because we want to take out Cao Cao now that we've wounded him. And Sun Ce probably won't like the fact that we're attacking his vassals. Apparently, since Cao Cao became his vassal, that means we're not at war with Cao Cao anymore. We currently have Wang Shu attacking us with 3 generals, and Yuan Shu has his whole army over here, and he's sailing away. Like, it's going to be hard to catch up to him. And the thing is, we could go back and just try to cut them off, but we're losing 3k per turn. Administrative recommendations gives us 10% extra income from all sources. That actually gave us a lot. We were losing 2,800 and now we're only losing 1,800, so that was 1k per turn. Another thing is, in these battles we haven't really been using our cavalry. Like, these heavy Zillion cavalry are really good, but they're costing us 290 per turn. I think our plan for now is we're gonna abandon everything we have because we have just like a lot of farmland and stuff that isn't really generating us a lot of money, and we're gonna blitz towards Chang'an, which was our original plan. Like, all of our territory might get retaken, but we don't have time to care about that. We gotta just go. And so we'll just leave Cao Cao alone for now, because if we do attack him, we're not just attacking him, we're also attacking Sun Ce, who, by the way, is similar strength to us. And the last thing we need to do is be fighting another person. And so we will march this direction. I think before we do that though, we're gonna dump all of our cavalry. They aren't really doing a whole lot in battles, and it's mostly just our trebuchets. And after we dumped all of our cavalry, we're only losing 549 per turn. That's not too bad. And we also have some extra generals that are just kind of sitting around doing nothing. Like, Jinping is really not the best champion. We're gonna banish him. As well as Zhang He is costing us 200 per turn. And he's got like Vayne, for example, plus 25% retinue upkeep. We do not want him. Nor do we want this guy Zhu Shao, who we just picked up. And just like that, we're only losing 74 per turn. And yeah, it's looking like we're going to abandon everything we built so far, and we're going to make a blitz towards Chang'an. Before we do move into his territory, I'm going to recall this guy Dang Sheng while adding Wang Baolin to our army. I picked up this girl earlier, and she is legendary, mainly because she has 3 traits that give her cunning. Quiet gives 6 cunning, Enigmatic gives 6 cunning, and Bright gives 6 cunning, and 5 military supplies. Tranquil also gives us 3% more replenishment, which applies to the entire army. And even though she's not the leader, it is applying here because we have 11% replenishment from characters. Before, we only had 8. And with her 11 cunning, she's giving us 11 military supplies, which is way more than like Lu Bu is giving us. With his 32 cunning, he's only giving us 1 military supplies. But on top of the fact that we're now gaining military supplies with her in the army, she also has resourcefulness, which gives us 10 military supplies in enemy territory, which we're about to need really badly because we are about to enter enemy territory. All right, here we go. It's time to take out Hedong. They only have 41 and we only have 2k units now, so we got to be a bit careful. Let's see how long it takes these archers to run. Oh, that's just one volley of all of our catapults. Surprised they're not running though. Okay, there they go. These archers saw what happened to the other archers and they're blinking already. Yep, they're running. The question is, do we sack and withdraw for the 5.8k and the 16 infamy? I think we do it, and we'll just finish it off with Zheng Jiang. And we'll occupy. It's really not that expensive to repair. Like, the town is only going to cost 271. These buildings 550 for that one though, and 722 for this one. All right, well, we are losing 1500, but we are up to 12k now, so that's going to buy us some more time. Zhang Yan's being cool with us again. He'll pay us for military access, which gives us more relation with him. Wang Shu requested Gongsun Zan join their war. Well, Gongsun Zan is really far away, so whatever. Kong Rong is joining their war as well against me. Okay, that's not good. At this point, it's going to be a free-for-all for all these territories. We could try to trade them off. Anping's farmland will give us 426 per turn for 10 turns. And Hanai's farmland will give us 1220 plus 445 per turn for 10 turns. And Anping will give us quite a big chunk of money as well. We just have the large town of Yi left, and we can't really trade it off. So we're just going to demolish all of their buildings. Kongrong's heading over to the town of Yi, but little does he know, we've demolished 2 of the buildings. We're about to downgrade it even further for just an extra 300. We don't even care about the money, it's just we want either Kongrong or Wang Shu to capture our town and get absolutely nothing. Cool, so Kongrong was sieging Yi, and I decided to attack with it. And the reason being is because Yi was our capital, and if we take out Chang'an, Emperor Xian would have gone back to our capital, which would have been really bad. Alright, so with that, I think we're okay to attack Chang'an. They have 1400 units, and they have 2 trebuchets. Since the enemy did have trebuchets of their own, I decided to put all of our units on a side that we were not going to attack from, mainly because the enemy would put their trebuchets on that side, and if their trebuchets are in a city, they can't move. We then moved all of our units to a completely different side where we had a bit of a height advantage, and we were attacking into 0 trebuchets. Okay, I was wondering if we had the range to hit these archers, and we actually do. They're half HP after 1 volley of trebuchet projectiles. We've got these spear guards in turtle stance, and they currently have a 145% chance to block arrows. Some of their archers are smart enough to know not to attack these guys, but this group is wasting all of their ammo on them. They started at 108, and they haven't lost a single unit, and they've just been getting bombarded by arrows. And here we go. We're just going to try to break through their lines. And it looks like they've had about enough. Yep. Victory. We did end up losing 155, mainly because I did have to charge in at the end there, but it was just infantry, not a big deal. And if we sack and withdraw, we get 47 infamy and 12.3k. I think we're going to do it because I don't think we can even support a regional city anyways, due to the fact that we don't have any food production. I think most of Chang'an's food was being supplied by Dongmin's other territories. We've captured the Puppet Emperor, and we have vassalized the Han Empire. And now we're actually losing 0 per turn. We're getting 2k from tributaries. Whoa. We do have to repair all these buildings, which is going to be kind of expensive. 410, 540, 538, 356, and the city itself is going to be 760, and it's losing 10 food per turn. We could hire this guy Yu Chao, who is legendary for some reason. There was a comment saying if a general has above 100 in his stat, he becomes legendary, but this guy doesn't. He only has 80 resolve, and that's his highest stat. We will pick him up though, and we're going to have him start doing agricultural exploitation for some extra food. One issue is that Hedong is our faction capital, and if we want to move our capital, it's going to cost 10k. It's going to be really hard to defend because we got to cross the river to get over there if we do get attacked, and we do need to defend it because that's where Emperor Xian is going to go. If we lose him, then the Han Empire is no longer our vassal, and we'll lose all that extra income. And it looks like Zheng Jiang got kicked out of the Cooler Kids Club. He now wants to rejoin our lunch table. Liu Yu seems to like this idea, and so I think we will let him. There are currently a lot of people at war with him, and I'm not sure how that's going to impact us. And this guy's attacking our copper mine with 1200 units. I'm wondering if we can hold this with 800. The mine's layout is pretty rough for attackers, so we definitely might be able to hold this. These towers are destroyed, I guess, because they were sieging for a while, and you would assume they would attack from this side, but no, they're going to attack from the side that have fully operational towers. And we do start with some cavalry. We're going to use them to take out the enemy archers. They're not really protecting them that well. Yeah, these archers are now routing, and they still had like half their ammo left, so now we're going to try to get these cavalry out of here. Or maybe just go for these other crossbowmen. I don't actually know if that was completely worth it. We did lose a lot of cavalry there. Alright, here we go. They're charging in with half of their units. The other half are chasing our cavalry around. These lancers would be doing tons of damage to our infantry, but they're just trying to chase around our cavalry still. And our towers are just sniping them. very easily because they don't have shields. We are holding the line, and these guys are stuck right outside of our towers, meaning that our towers are attacking them still. I think we actually may win this. Like, these guys are blinking. They do have this unit up still, but we still have tons of swordsmen left. Another one running. They're coming back. They want more.
The enemy warriors are running.
Yep, running. There they go. We won. If I delegated that, we would have killed like 200 and we would have lost. And not only do we keep the mine, which is going to give us income for maybe even only like a couple more turns before somebody else comes and captures it, but we should get some money too. 200, some infamy, and 700 more. Liu Zhang has declared war on us. Who is Liu Zhang? That could have been caused by us forming a coalition with Zhang Yan. And actually, Zhang Yan was not at war with him earlier, but we can call him for aid. And he did declare war on Liu Zhang. This turn, however, we're going to take out Chang'an's Jade Mine. And it is a mine, so the layout's a bit rough, but it shouldn't be anything that our trebuchets can't handle. And I may or may not have just done this and seen that they do charge out at us. So I did pull the trebuchets all the way back. And I'm hoping that we can actually win this without losing too many trebuchets. Gotta take them out before they can get here. Oh yeah. The saber infantry is almost gone. I'm gonna send my generals out there as well as some units, and I'm gonna try to distract. These infantry captains are getting too close. We actually don't. Oh, okay. I think the trebuchets have like a minimum range where they can't hit units if they get inside this range. But oh man, it does suck that we're hitting our own units here, but the trebuchets are way more important than our spearmen or really anything that we got, and it looks like they're all running actually. And we're just going to occupy this jade mine. I think it would be more expensive if we did the loot and occupy or sack and withdraw to upgrade it again. You guys may notice when we took out Chang'an's jade mine, we only attacked with Guosi. The reason being is I split up and took out Liu Yang's trade port at the same time. One of her generals was sitting outside of the trade port, and while attacking that general, their entire garrison came out, as well as Zheng Jiang, and we easily wiped them out on the field with Lu Bu. This was Zheng Jiang's last territory, and her faction was completely wiped out. I hired 2 sentinels. One I made the administrator of Hedong, and the other I had him supervise construction at Hedong. Doing this makes it cheaper to build buildings at Hedong, and makes it so we build them quicker. I started upgrading the town to a large town, and I was then going to upgrade it even further and possibly add a military building so it could help us defend. But looking at Hedong's copper mine, I don't think we're going to have time to do that. There's currently 5 full armies marching on us, and they're really not that far away. I think they can get to Hedong in probably 2 or 3 turns. And so I'm thinking if we want to keep Emperor Xian, we're going to have to move our capital back to Chang'an, which is going to be much more defensible. For some reason though, it's going to cost us 15k now to move our capital to Chang'an, and doing that would cost half of all of our money. I'm going to end the episode here, and what do you guys think? Should I move the capital to Chang'an for 15k, which may or may not move Emperor Xian? I hope it will. There always is the chance that he just stays in Hedong, even though I'm pretty sure he will relocate back to Chang'an if we do move the capital there. Or do you guys think we somehow try to mount a heroic defense at Hedong? We do currently have 30k, and we could put a bunch more units on the field, and we have like Dang Sheng and Ma Yu that we could put out, as well as there's 12 candidates in the candidates box that we could hire. Do we invest that 15k that we would have invested into moving the capital towards building another army and try to mount a heroic defense at Hedong, even though it's going to be hard because it is currently going to upgrade into a large town in 2 turns, and then after that I'm not sure how long it's going to take to upgrade into a small city, which would be more defensible. Let me know what you guys think I should do. I have not started recording the next episode yet, and so I want to see your guys' opinions on the matter. I'm going to start trying to get episodes out more frequently, but I'm going to make them a bit shorter, possibly even daily, like 10 to 15 minute episodes. We'll just kind of see how it goes, and I'll just kind of judge your guys' feedback. I want to thank you all for watching, and if you are liking the series, then drop a like so I just kind of know if it's working out. And if the video doesn't get many likes, then I'll just assume people are getting bored, and maybe I'll just like start a new campaign. And I know I just said thank you all for watching, but it's kind of weird to end the video without saying thank you all for watching. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.